Welcome to the news update at 9 p.m. My name is Abubakar Hajara, the news girl. On today's top news, the House of Representatives plans to convene a security summit to deliberate on incessant attack by gunmen across the country. The Speaker, Tajuddin Abbas, disclosed this during Wednesday's plenary session in the Green Chamber. Abbas, who tasked lawmakers to redouble their efforts in the task of delivering democracy dividends to Nigerians, commended security agents for the recent successes recorded against terrorists operating in Nigeria. While noting that security challenges remain a significant concern, the military, according to him, successfully neutralized over 150 terrorists and major bandit kingpins. He commended President Bola Tinubu and the Federal Executive Council for approving the economic stabilization bills, which, in his words, offer tax relief for businesses generating employment, personal income relief for workers, and suspend burdensome taxes on small businesses and vulnerable groups. The acting Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat Kekere-Ekun, on Wednesday appeared before lawmakers at the Senate for screening and confirmation as a substantive CGN. The screening was coming after the Senate received a letter from President Bola Tinubu, which was presented during Tuesday's plenary session by the Senate President Godswill Akpabio. During the session on Wednesday, Kekere-Ekun declared that all pre-election matters must be concluded at the Court of Appeal. She also frowned against corruption in the judiciary, stating that she would not tolerate any form of it. Justice Kekere-Ekun, who was sworn in as the acting Chief Justice by President Bola Tinubu, made this assertion during her Senate screening for confirmation as the substantive Chief Justice of Nigeria. Justice Kekere-Ekun will become Nigeria's 23rd substantive Chief Justice and the second female to hold the position in the nation's history. The Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike says President Bola Tinubu has directed the FCT administration through the Federal Capital Development Authority to refurbish the former Ministry of Agriculture building for the newly created Ministry of Livestock. The minister stated this following an inspection tour of the ministry's building in the Central Business District of Abuja and the ongoing construction of the Kubo International Market along the Abuja-Kefi Expressway on Wednesday. The minister also said he had directed the Department of Development Control to demolish buildings obstructing a road corridor leading to the Kubo International Market from Papi. Noting that the market was constructed under a public-private partnership, Wike added that the administration will also liaise with the investor to make the completed first phase of the project affordable to traders to dissuade a roadside trading in the FCT. Moving on to the foreign space. Russia's parliament has given its initial backing to legislation that would ban nationals from countries that allow people to change their gender from adopting Russian children. The legislature said on Wednesday that the move was essential to uphold the country's traditional values, as lawmakers voted almost unanimously to back the proposed law in a first reading, with 397 in favor and 1 against. The bill would ban citizens of countries that authorize the change of sex by medical intervention, including with the use of medicine, or allow individuals to change their gender on official identity documents. Russia last year introduced a ban on people legally or medically changing their gender, part of a widening crackdown on LGBTQ rights. The recent legislation on adoption, which had already been conceptually approved by the government, won the backing of the State Duma, the lower house of parliament, in the first of 3 readings. It still needs to be passed in 2 more readings and approved by the upper chamber before it can be signed into law by President Vladimir Putin. The bill's authors cast the measure as an effort aimed at protecting adopted Russian children from what they describe as potentially dangerous conditions in countries that belong to the NATO military alliance, which backs Ukraine in the war against Russia. And on sports, Real Madrid striker Kylian Mbappe has sustained a thigh injury ahead of this weekend's La Liga derby with Atletico. The French superstar was taken off during the 3-2 win over Alaves on Tuesday and appeared to be suffering some discomfort. Spanish media suggests Mbappe will miss around 3 weeks injured. Mbappe scored a superb goal in the thriller at the Santiago Bernabeu with Alaves and has netted 5 times this season in 7 league appearances. Madrid, a point behind leaders, Barcelona ahead of the Catalans' match on Wednesday against Getafe, visit the Metropolitano Stadium on Sunday to face rivals Atletico. Los Blancos have not been beaten in La Liga for 39 games since a defeat at Atletico a year ago. The striker is also set to miss the visit to Lille Champions League next week and potentially October's National League matches against Israel and Belgium with France. And that's all I have for you on today's top news update. Thank you for staying with me and see you again same time tomorrow. I am Abubakar Hajara, the news girl.